shooting your shot is proving yourself that you can ask for what you want, even if you don't get it. Welcome back to another day of eating high protein plant-based meals. If I sound a little sniffly, it's because I've had a cold for the last week, and that kind of leads into today's theme, which is what I eat for recovery. So after I got back from my trip to LA last week on Wednesday, I was feeling like a little run down, like kind of worn out. And then after my 12-mile long run on Saturday, I was feeling like my body was jacked up. And I also felt like puffy, like I had inflammation in my system. My cortisol was high. Like it was definitely, I felt like something was off. And my left hip and hip flexor was really bothering me. I was in PT for it last summer, but it's still not like fixed. And then when I started getting this cold, I was like, okay, I need to take a step back. So this whole week I've just really been focusing on recovery. On Monday, I went and took a reformer Pilates class for the first time in like years. It was so good. And it was at an actual studio, not like a solid core or like a chain. So there was only 2 other girls in the class, and I had a lot of attention from the instructor, and she was helping me make my hip flexors less grippy, which is a huge problem for me. And then for the rest of the week, I still went to the gym, but I just did like incline walking and Pilates and strength. I also noticed that my appetite has improved a lot, where I've never really struggled with like binge eating or anything, but I have been feeling very snacky over the past couple years. Wonder why. And this week, when I took down the intensity of my workouts and I took down the amount of cardio I was doing, I didn't feel like I needed a snack all the time, and I didn't feel like every time I had a hunger pang like it was an emergency. But this morning I had my first run since Saturday. I just did 6 easy miles with like one of my buddies, and it was super nice. Like I felt like very fluid, I felt very calm through it. And then I came back and I just did like a Move with Nicole video, which is more just Pilates kind of focused. It really wasn't challenging at all. I think I'm gonna keep it like this for a little while. I don't usually talk about my fitness routine too much on this channel, but it's a huge part of my life. I love nutrition and movement and how the two kind of fit together. I love a recovery vibe, okay? I love feeling like my cortisol levels are coming down and like I can think clearly and fluidly. My body isn't sore, and I think after a while you tune out the soreness, but then when the soreness is gone, you're like, oh fuck. Like I was living with some pain. But when I think recovery in terms of food, number one, I think protein, because that's how your muscles are built. Your muscles are torn apart when you're working out, but they are built back up again in your recovery, and protein is part of your recovery. Nutrition is part of your recovery. So we want to keep it high protein. I also think dark leafy greens. I have had a lot of raw kale salad this past week with some flax oil and Dijon mustard and hemp seeds and carrot ribbons and red onion, and that was so good. I have spinach right now, so when we make my smoothie, I'm going to put that in. I also think of citrus fruits. I think of oranges. I think of turmeric. Turmeric is great for anti-inflammatory stuff. Ginger, for sure. Ginger just feels so good on the stomach. I think of a lot of unprocessed fruits and vegetables. All of those things are what we'll be focusing on in today's video, and I'm gonna make green smoothie that I like to go to when I am feeling sick in the face and the head. So we'll head to the kitchen now. My take on an orange Julius. I used to always get them when I would go to the mall with my mom when I was a kid. With the GNC protein powder, I don't love how there's sucralose in it, but I'm trying to use up the tub, so I probably won't buy another protein powder with sucralose in it. Stevia and monk fruit is kind of like the extent to which I'll have artificial sweeteners, so I'm gonna drink this and do a little bit of computer work. I'll have another meal shortly. I just always like to start my day with the protein shake or smoothie. I just sent an email to a VP of like a national chain of juice and acai bowl shops, and the whole reason this came about was because I was at the mall a few weeks ago and they had a location there, and I was really excited because it was like a healthy option. And then I saw that they were carrying protein balls, but the second ingredient in them is like agave syrup, which is just liquid sugar. I was looking at the ingredients and I'm like, my protein balls are so much better than these. So I asked the manager for the what you say in sales, like the DM, like the decision maker info, and like how they go about like bringing products into the stores, and she just gave me her email. That was sick. I finally emailed her saying like, respectfully, I think my product is better than the one that you currently stock, and I would love to send you some if you want. Like with things like this, I just pretend that I'm not myself when I do things like this. I just pretend like it's just like a joke or for fun, and that makes me less emotional about it. In my previous career in sales, I have gotten rejected so many times. Like the worst someone can say is no, and honestly a no just means not right now, or like here's where you can improve. So I don't really take things personally, and honestly most of this stuff, like just like shooting your shot, is proving yourself that you can ask for what you want even if you don't get it. It's a really good habit to develop, just asking for what you want. I'm feeling very confident lately, so I'm leveraging the hell out of it. Anyway, I'm gonna make some oatmeal now. The oatmeal that I'm gonna make today, I'm really excited about, and this is like a very warm kind of healing oatmeal. It's basically like if a golden latte, like golden turmeric latte, was oatmeal. So let's go make it. this is so exciting that we have daylight now that I'm back from the store. It was daylight savings time last weekend. So I wanted to show you what I got from Aldi. This is where I get a lot of my staples from, and everything is super well priced. I had spinach, this is just a staple. Smoothies, salads, you can cook with it, you can put it in pasta, whatever. I had some green grapes. I love grapes. I would eat like 2 pounds at a time if I could. I have to kind of like stop myself, but they are great. I had some green onions. I usually use red onions, but I like the milder flavor for green onions, especially in a salad. I had some sweet potatoes. I love these air fried, and like playing into the warm spices kind of theme for today, I'm gonna do some kind of like something with them with curry for dinner. Garlic powder, I like to add this when I'm just cooking. I had 2 things of frozen peas. I love adding them to salads, like literally whatever dinner I'm making. And I'll also like sometimes just heat them up and eat them as a snack with some kind of sauce. I had some frozen broccoli, again another frozen vegetable that I just love adding to whatever dinner I make. And I got some almond milk, again like another staple. I have smoothies and protein shakes pretty much every day. It's getting a little bit later and I want just like kind of a quick protein dense snack, so I'm gonna have some of this Greek yogurt that Kite makes. I was so excited when I found this at Whole Foods the other day because it is such a struggle to find vegan yogurts that have more protein than fat, and this one does. This one has 17 grams of protein and 6 grams of fat per serving. Pretty amazing. It's also almond milk based, which I love because a lot of vegan yogurts are coconut based, and like nothing against coconut, but like I'm so tired of coconut tasting anything.